The Object Relational Designer provides a visual design surface to create and edit LINQ to SQL classes that are based on objects in a database. By using LINQ to SQL, you can access SQL databases with LINQ technology. Create a new Windows Forms application to work with LINQ to SQL classes and display data on Windows Forms. You can create and store entity classes in LINQ to SQL classes files or .dbml files. Add an empty LINQ to SQL classes file to the project. After you add the new LINQ to SQL file to the project, the design surface displays two separate panes. The Entities pane displays the entity classes. The Methods pane displays the data context method added to the designer. The entire design surface represents a data context, which you can configure easily. The data context name corresponds to the name that you provided for the .dbml file. For example, you have named the LINQ to SQL file as northwind.dbml, and the data context is named as northwind data context. Create LINQ to SQL classes that are mapped to database tables by dragging tables from Server Explorer to the Object Relational Designer. The result is a LINQ to SQL entity class named Customer, which maps to the table in the database. It has properties that correspond to columns in the customer's table. The entity class is named Customer because it represents a single customer from the customer's table. This renaming behavior is called pluralization. An entity class named order is created along with a customer order association to the customer entity class. It has properties that correspond to columns in the orders table. The entity class is named order because it represents a single order. The parent class customer has an orders property that represents the collection of orders for that specific customer. You can use entity classes as object data sources in the same manner as any other class that has public properties. You can add entity classes to the Data Sources window and drag them to Windows Forms to create data-bound controls. Create controls that are bound to entity classes by dragging LINQ to SQL data source items from the Data Sources window to Windows Form. Run the application. Form 1 contains two data grid view controls. The first data grid view displays the data from the customer's table, and the second data grid view displays orders for the selected customer. This demonstration showed you how to model databases by using LINQ to SQL Designer.